Hello, my name is Becky. I am a sophomore at the University of Southern California with majors in business administration and minors in consumer behavior and photography. Today I'm here to speak about why I am most qualified for the position of marketing intern at Giaquinta Laboratories. To better explain why I'm fit for this position, first I'll cover why this industry, then why this company, and finally, why me. First, let's discuss why this industry. Advertising is one of the most interactive parts of the business industry that you can be a part of. You really have the opportunity to take viewers and turn them into consumers and buyers. This is where you have the opportunity to reach out and change someone's perspective. For example, you might have a very eco-friendly consumer who really only uses their reusable water bottles at home. However, one day they're watching TV and they see a commercial for a water bottle company that your company works with, and the commercial talks all about how the company uses recyclable materials and reusable plastic within their water bottles. This is just one of the ways in which the company is eco-friendly. This shows the viewer that not all water bottle companies are negligent towards the environment, and that some, like this one, are actually eco-friendly. Her perspective has changed, all because of a story that we created behind the product. Another focal point of the industry is creativity. It's so unrestrictive that it creates an opportunity to do just about anything you want. Within reason, though. Have an idea on how to market a certain campaign? Try it. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work in a focus group. The best that can happen is it works phenomenally and you created a campaign all on your own. The creativity of the advertising industry benefits not only the industry itself, but the people within it. My final point about the advertising industry revolves around the people within it. This is one of the few industries within the business world that you have the opportunity to network with a vast variety of people. For example, within an advertising agency, you might find people from finance, marketing, strategy, photography, fine arts, and a variety of other places. As I said, this creates a group environment where everyone's strengths are played upon, as there are so many people with such a variety of incredible strengths. Now, let's discuss why this company. Giaquinta is an incredible creative space. However, you call yourselves a creative laboratory, which suggests that you aren't just an agency, but also a creative space without boundary. Through the use of laboratory, you really break away from the pack and differentiate yourselves from the other agencies in the business. I really like and feel a connection with this, because you call the brain a space for rent. It appears that within this space, people work together to understand that thoughts, preferences, and other such change on the daily. This makes me hope to be a part of a company that works so tirelessly to find new ways to change the perspective of their consumers. Another reason I really like this company is that it's local. Not only do I enjoy supporting local boutiques, but I also enjoy the opportunity to stay in the place that I call my home. Despite the fact that I've moved to and from Los Angeles a variety of times, this is the place that I call my home now. Given my experience living and being a part of Los Angeles, I have an in-depth understanding of the cultural and demographic preferences of this area. My final point regarding the company is that I really identify and like the perspective of this agency, or rather laboratory, and what they focus on. I love the idea of combining the strengths of both the left and the right side of the brain. On one hand, we focus on the creative and the artsy, and on the other hand, we focus on the strategic. I love the idea of being able to focus on the collaboration and combination of the two parts together. I think that through this, you have a really wholesome understanding of how the thought process works. Now finally, I'd like to focus on why me, and why I'm the best candidate for the position of marketing intern at Giaquinta Laboratories. When I was a little girl, I didn't go to mommy and me classes with my mom. I went to the advertising agency with my dad. I was always the little girl in the corner drawing storyboards while they had meetings. I remember a specific time though. It was during Passover and my mom called us and said it's time to come home for Seder. My dad responded though saying, okay, we'll be home soon, but first we have to look at Becky's storyboards. It was so incredible that at age 8, the people in this agency were taking the time to look at my silly drawings, which I hoped at that point could have the potential to be something one day. I've had my father to thank for this opportunity, as I've traveled the world by his side, experiencing different things throughout the advertising agency world. The second reason that I would be an ideal candidate for this position is that I'm collaborative. I'm very well aware of the fact that I can't and don't know everything. I am a mere 20 years old, and although I have unique ideas and perspectives to offer, there are probably a lot of other people at this company who have more experience and different thought processes that I, as well as they, could benefit from working together. I think that collaboration is a necessary and vital part of the work environment. We all have different experiences that can be utilized. Finally, and most importantly, I am passionate about what I do. I'm a sophomore in college with an emphasis on understanding the consumer thought process and how it can be efficiently utilized. My goal is to bridge the gap between consumer behavior, photography, and business focused in marketing. My thought process in regards to bridging the gap is that you can't accurately market to your target audience unless you know how they think and what goes into their thought process. This gives an opportunity to really learn how to gauge their interest. Adding photography into the mix, you get an understanding of what is aesthetically pleasing to viewers. The brain actually has preferences towards aesthetics, so having an understanding of that is important. For example, there's a small agency in the Bay Area known as Neurofocus, which focuses on bridging the gap between marketing and neuroscience. They did a study with Friskies cat food where they showed consumers a commercial, and the consumers actually enjoyed it more when there were 2 cats in the picture instead of 1, because the brain prefers when there's symmetry and when an entity isn't alone. Through utilizing the consumer thought process, I hope to bring innovative knowledge to the advertising community within the involvement of dementia. In conclusion, we covered why this industry, why this company, and why me. During Why This Industry, we covered that the advertising agency is interactive, creative, and the people allow for a variety of networking opportunities. During Why This Company, we discussed the idea of a creative laboratory, that dementia is local, as well as their focus on the brain. And finally, during Why Me, we discussed my lifelong experience in advertising, my desire for collaboration, and finally, my unwavering passion. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me, and have a good day.